Hey, it's Bricktsar, and today we're going to do a Lego book review. This is a book from 2008, and it was at the time of the 50th anniversary of the Lego brick, which officially was 1958, apparently. And I like this book a lot because it has the super rare red 2x4 brick on the cover. So, when I saw that, I was really excited to buy this book. I was going to find more information about this rare piece. And if anybody out there has that piece, I will pay you a pretty penny for it. And I mean that literally. So anyway, this book is one of my favorite books, even though it doesn't have mocks or anything. Basically what it is a list of Lego sets produced from 1958 to 2008. Now it's not completely comprehensive, it's missing some pictures, and there's an updated version which I have, but I'm still using this one since most of the stuff I'm interested in is prior to 2008, and I think the updated version may have some of the missing pictures in here, but I'll eventually open it up and look at it. But it shows you the different Lego logos over the years, and then it goes through all the Lego products. It mainly deals with the sets. In the back is a list of keychains and service packs, things like that. This is mainly the sets. So it kind of shows you what was in 58. And there's 58, there's a lot of these little sets that were produced. And then it just goes year by year, and it'll give you information about each set. For instance, how rare it is. That's what the number of bricks. They give it 1 to 6 bricks, indicating the rarity of it. The more bricks, the more rare it is. The pieces. It has the information for English and German in there, and then the years that set was produced. So the first year it was produced would be 1958, and this set here ran to 1964. And so it just goes through. So like 59, there's not that many because they were still reusing a lot of sets. Now, anybody know who that is? I gotta see that what year that other set was produced. See if I can find it. You know who that is? Here it is. This is the set, the old set that I really want to get. About the cheapest I've seen it for, mostly complete, was about $400 on eBay. 810, the town plan. I have this one, 725 town plan, which I plan to review. But I wanted to do this one and compare it to the modern town plan, simply because I like how they use the same guy here in the modern one. I may do it anyway. I was going to wait till I got this 810 town plan, but I'm just not ready to pay $400 for it yet. If my YouTube videos keep doing good, I may have enough money to buy it. But anyway, so it goes through, and this is what I use a lot of times to see if there's any unusual sets that I want to get, any sets from a particular year. I do want to get most of the sets produced in 1968, because that is the year that I was born. So I got a lot of these sets. There's a lot that I may not even actually be able to get. Some of them are very expensive. 118 is expensive there. Well, I've already shown some of these on my videos. Don't know if I showed that one. I think I did. And there's one I accidentally sold. It was 310. I accidentally sold it on Bricklink. I got to rebuild another one so I can show it. I've done that one. So quite a few of these we've already done. And some of them, this right here is basically a service pack. That's kind of like a service pack. I don't know if I'll get those, but I want to get mainly the sets and show those to you. But that's what it is. It just goes through, and we'll skip ahead. It just gives you information about different sets, so you can find out all these different sets produced over the years. Somebody was asking me about Fabuland sets, and those were in the 80s, I believe. See if I can find some. Just randomly going through here. There they are. These are the anthropomorphic sets. I actually had some and I sold them, and so what I'm going to work on doing is finding some that I can get relatively inexpensive. There actually is a demand for them, so you don't usually see many of them on eBay, and the ones on Bricklink are usually high priced because usually people are wanting to get these that collected them 30 years ago when these sets came out, 25, 30 years ago. So there's some that are pretty neat. I think the Classroom is actually, it's random. I randomly turned to the page, but that's one I'm actually looking to get, the Classroom, and there's some with a cat in them. So I'm going to work at finding maybe 2 or 3 of those. Tell me what you think about that. But anyway, this is a really good resource for telling you different sets produced up until 2008. Of course, the internet is a good resource too, but this is something I like having handy to look at. And here in the back, it's got all the keychains, and there are a ton of keychains. And then there's an index where you can look up stuff by the set number, and then it shows you what page it's on. And it goes from number 1. See how many sets were number 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 sets. And let's see, this is not even a complete list. I think there might be a handful of sets that got left out of this book that were probably put in that update. And then here's all your service packs. You don't see the service packs is kind of like your pick-a-brick these days. You could buy random parts. They weren't really random, but they're little polybag type packs usually that had different themed elements or replacement parts, and they made a ton of service packs. As you can see, I'm just scrolling through, and there's just so many of them. So if anybody was trying to be a Lego completist and get all those, it'd be virtually impossible and be very expensive. So anyway, this is a look at one of my favorite books, and this is how I find out information sometimes about the year that sets are made. I use Bricklink a lot, but sometimes I'll just look through this book and see if there's anything that looks like it would appeal to me. Somebody asked me about these clickets. We do have some clickets. Just got about 3 or 4 of those that my daughter used, and we may get those out and look at those in an upcoming video. But I like the vintage stuff, and it's interesting though, as you scroll through the book, we'll just stop right there, 1986 to 87. So this is everything made from 1958 to 1986, and this is everything from 1987 to 2008. So Lego each year increases more and more how many sets they make. So there's really not a lot of vintage stuff, which is one of the reasons I like it. I like stuff that's unusual. Oh, this is 1980 is another classic year. That's when they reintroduced the train theme again. They had it in the 70s, and then they stopped it for a few years, and they just made some cool sets. And there's the Main Street we did. Now it has it being in 1980. My set said 1979 on it, so it probably was technically a 1980 set, but they produced it in 79 for the 1980 year. So anyway, that's a look at this book. I don't know if you'll be able to find it anymore, and they do have the updated version, and it's sold out as well. So it's usually resellers will have it, and they ask a lot for it. But it's one of my favorite Lego books, and I thought I'd give you kind of an overview of it. And anyway, please comment, like. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And if you saw anything in my random flipping through this book you want to ask about, hey, ask in the comments below. And thanks for watching. This is Bricktsar.